Most people just walk over the road to the embankment. So most people just go over the road to the embankment, where there are a lot of coffee bars, small restaurants, pubs and so on. It's only about sort of 2 minutes there, 2 minutes back, so you can get over there, have a chat, have some food, and get back during good time. Thanks.
Thanks, Chris Tame. Although the burgeoning of free-market think tanks throughout the world is occurring, it's obviously much to be welcome. There is one thing that concerns me, that because of the sort of exigencies of financing, almost all of them tend to be forced into the world of policy wonking, simply advocating particular new policies or criticising existing policies. In other words, their efforts are very much dictated towards practical political policy. What concerns me is that this does not generate primary ideology. It doesn't generate the worldview that we need to see being spread, fundamental principles. And I wondered whether, well, firstly, you'd like to care make some further observations about that, or whether there is a way out, or whether perhaps that is being rectified or not. Thank you.
We're taking queries as to which publications in the think tank room are for sale and which are free. All the publications in the think tank room, apart from those of imprint academic, are free. That includes Libertarian Alliance publications as well, although anyone who likes to give a donation for anything they take, well, just thrust the money at me, Sean, Tim, or any other LA official. I'd like to draw your attention to, yes, and one additional exception, sorry, Dr. Gabb's superb smoking class and legitimation of power, which I have to add is, you don't have to be a smoker or even interested in the whole concept of smokers' rights. This puts the issue of smokers' rights in a much broader sociological context of class power and the nature of the ruling class and the nature of statism. And it's a fascinating work of sociology and of class analysis and of analysis of the power behind the state. Really. So I urge you to purchase that. I'd like to emphasise we have Imprint Academic with us today, which is an excellent publisher. It didn't start out as a libertarian publisher, and I don't think they perhaps consider themselves a libertarian publisher, but nevertheless they publish a lot of very good libertarian and conservative works, and just very good works of academic scholarship. They brought a selection of their books with them today, but I'd particularly like to draw your attention to Sir Alfred Sherman's Paradoxes of Power, Reflections on the Thatcher Interlude. We're awarding Sir Alfred one of our Liberty Awards tonight. His book is a fascinating and interesting collection of autobiographical reflections. Sir Alfred was really one of the significant spark plugs of the Thatcher Revolution. Arguably, I don't think there would have been that revolution without his role. The book is well worth reading. It contains a lot of interesting analysis, as you would expect from an ex-Marxist who promoted Thatcherism. You have a chance tonight to get your copy autographed. There's only a limited number out there, so rush and fight your way and kick and scratch and make sure you get a copy and you can get autographed tonight. Thank you.
Many books,
but not in English, unfortunately. So therefore, there are no account whatsoever.
but what they did, did exactly the point when the French decided it wasn't a good thing after all. But for instance, like French bibliophile.
Yes, and what I mean, it always been for various reasons. I didn't have a chance to learn French. I did some Spanish, French, and of course there's so much marvelous, classical, very radical stuff in French. And I was trying to persuade. I've actually been listing all the French libertarians in England, and I've been trying to persuade French users bilingual, French and English to cooperate with us to sort of do the French side, bibliography of French classical. I mean, I've got about 100 pages of French liberalism references in English. If I can send it to you, I'll send it to you. Have you got a card in your email?